In this lesson, we're going to learn how to multiply mixed numbers and whole numbers together. We're going to examine and we're going to walk through the steps that we follow to multiply mixed numbers and whole numbers together. And then, like we do with all our videos, we're going to walk through some examples together following the steps that we have highlighted. Now, here are the steps that we need to follow to multiply mixed numbers by whole numbers. We're going to convert the mixed numbers to improper fractions first, and then we will write the whole number as an improper fraction with 1 as its denominator. So let's try an example here. For example, if our whole number is 3, we're going to write it as an improper fraction with 1 as its denominator. Then we're going to multiply the numerators together, multiply the denominators together, and then we're going to reduce the fraction to its simplest form if necessary. And I'll also show you how to convert that back to a mixed number. Now let's get started with some examples. Evaluate 3/1/5 multiplied by 4. So the first thing we're going to do is to convert 3/1/5 to an improper fraction. So it's 3 multiplied by 5 plus 1/5, which is equal to 15 plus 1/5, which gives us 16/5. And then we're going to convert 4 to an improper fraction with 1 as its denominator. So now we're going to rewrite the question that we have using the improper fractions. So we have 16/5 multiplied by 4/1, which is going to give us 16 multiplied by 4/5 multiplied by 1. That's going to give us 64/5. Now we have 64 divided by 5. How many 5s in 6? We have 1. 1 multiplied by 5, we have 5. And then we put a 0 here, and then we're left with 14 when we subtract. 14 divided by 5, we have 2. 2 times 5, we have 10. And then we subtract, we're left with 4. So this is going to give us 12/4/5. So either one of these answers should be acceptable. Evaluate 4/2/3 multiplied by 5. First step, let's convert 4/2/3 to an improper fraction. We have 4 multiplied by 3 plus 2/3, which is 12 plus 2/3, which is 14/3. The next thing is to convert 5 to an improper fraction with 1 as its denominator. The next step is to rewrite the question using the improper fractions. So we have 14/3 multiplied by 5/1. So now we can multiply across 14 multiplied by 5 divided by 3 multiplied by 1. This is going to give us 70/3. And now we can convert that to a mixed number. So 70 divided by 3. How many groups of 3 and 7? We have 2. 2 times 3, we have 6. Put a 0 down here. We subtract, we're left with 10. 10 divided by 3, we have 3. 3 multiplied by 3, we have 9. We subtract, and we're left with 1 as our remainder. So this is going to give us 23 whole number 1/3. Either one of these is an acceptable answer. The next question we have is evaluate 5/1/2 or 5/1/2 multiplied by 4. So our first step is, let's go ahead and convert 5½ to an improper fraction. So we have 5 multiplied by 2 plus 1/2, which is 10 plus 1/2, and it's going to give us 11/2. And then we have 4 as an improper fraction with 1 as its denominator. So next step is, let's go ahead and rewrite the questions. So we have 11 over 2 multiplied by 4 over 1. This is going to give us, multiply across, 11 multiplied by 4 over 2 multiplied by 1. So now we're going to divide. We're going to cross out, we're going to simplify 4 and 2. So 2 divided by 2, 1. 4 divided by 2, we have 2. So now we can easily multiply across. We have 11 multiplied by 2 divided by 1 multiplied by 1, which is 22 over 1, which gives us 22. Now our final example, evaluate 2 7 over 8 multiplied by 4. First step is convert 2 7 over 8 to an improper fraction. 2 7 over 8. This is going to give us 2 multiplied by 8 plus 7 over 8. So that's going to give us 16 plus 7 over 8, which is 23 over 8. And now 4, we have to write it as an improper fraction with 1 as its denominator. So now let's rewrite the question using the improper fractions. We have 23 over 8 multiplied by 4 over 1. And now we can multiply across numerator and denominator. 23 multiplied by 4 divided by 8 multiplied by 1. And now we try to reduce. 4 divided by 4, we have 1. 8 divided by 4, we have 2. So this is now going to give us 23 multiplied by 1 divided by 2 multiplied by 1. So now let's go ahead and compute this. 2 divided by 2, we have 1. 1 multiplied by 2, we have 2. Let's put a 0 here. And then we subtract. We have 3. 3 divided by 2, we have 1. 1 multiplied by 2, we have 2. And then we subtract again, we're left with 1. So this is going to leave us with 23 over 2, which is also the same as 11 whole number 1 over 2.